you already know the answer to all of your problems. Why? Because who else knows what's best for you than you? And if you don't learn how to introspect, if you don't learn how to look deeper for these answers, then you will never find them. Period. And nobody else will be able to find these answers for you. So listen closely.
I think we all have to go and do and just trust us to like.
So what gave me the motivation to, I guess, shoot this video? How did I come up? How did I come to this conclusion, right? Actually, funniest thing happened. It's kind of not really funny, actually. It's kind of sad and disappointing at the same time, but I had a client just recently who just enrolled in my coaching, and he just ran off program, okay? He paid for the coaching, okay? Paid $1,000 and just ran away, right? He paid for, basically, we only had one coaching call, and after that, he ran away. And I was like, wait, why did he run away? What the heck is going on, right? What the heck is going on? And I thought that maybe it's because he did not understand that exact concept of this video, right? Because on the first call, I could tell like this guy, he's sort of a guy who needed really a quick solution, like a sort of like almost like a magic pill solution now to all his problems. Like he thought that if he just spoke to me, that he could just get the answer from me, right? So, he's divorced. He's divorced like 3 times or something like that. He's had trouble in the past with his relationships, and he says that he's constantly feeling like fake, like he's not living up to his true self, and his relationships feel kind of shallow and not very good. And he was telling me all about this, right? And he just wanted that quick solution to solve this right the fuck now. And I was like, well, I mean, I could help him out. I could try to help him out, but at the end of the day, he needed to find this answer within himself, right? That's not something he could understand. He was asking me, hey, John, like, what's the best tactic, to solve this feeling of unworthiness? What's the best trick? What's the best habit I can make so that I can, achieve what I want in life, right? And where I can achieve these things, right? And I was very resistant to give him an answer. Why? Because, you can give a man a fish and, he'll be fed for a day, or you can teach him how to fish and he'll be able to eat for the rest of his life, right? And that's why the Zen master, if you ask them, hey, am I enlightened yet? Or what is enlightenment? And they always give you like these vague answers. Why is that? Because they want you to seek it out yourself. You got to find your enlightenment yourself. And what the coach does is he is sort of an enabler, right? He's a catalyst that will help you have this epiphany or this paradigm shift in your life. But you have to go through that shift yourself. You have to take that action yourself. You have to do all these things yourself, right? And my cat just opened the door by himself. Like, holy, is he like superhuman? Anyways, so in this video, I'm gonna outline to you how you can solve this problem of not being able to find the answer within yourself, right? But first of all, let's look at the problem, right? The problem with self-help books, self-help videos is that they propose you a sort of cookie cutter solution for your life. They propose to you that, oh, you know what, you have a racing mind and you can't think straight and you're always anxious, then do meditation, do this visualization, purchase an app called Headspace with the premium membership. All these stupid tactics here to, not stupid, I mean, all these sort of cookie cutter ways of doing things and going about personal development will only get you cookie cutter results. Think about it. Cookie cutter tactics and things in personal development will only give you cookie cutter results, which in some cases is fine, which in some case is that's all you need. You just need, I want a girlfriend. I'm gonna just learn these tactics on how to meet women and attract them. Then I'm gonna get a girlfriend, right? Simple, like that makes sense, right? But for certain things, certain aspects of your life, you have to dig in deeper, right? So if you need to discover what you want to do in your life, no book is going to tell you what is best for you. No fucking book is going to tell you what the ideal career is for you. You have to find your own career. And often your career choice maybe doesn't fit this societal narrative, like my career choice with Nameless. My career choice of becoming a coach, a life coach, and helping people online wearing a fucking mask on my face, that's not traditional. Don't tell me that's very traditional. It's not traditional at all. So, sort of to give you an idea. Now, let's go a bit more meta here and look at, well, is the problem actually finding the answer, right? What's the problem? Why do you want to find the answer so bad? That's kind of that question I should have asked this client of mine that just ran off program, right? First time this happens, by the way. The client that ran off program, like why do you need the answer so bad right the fuck now? Right? Why do you need it right now? Why can't you just live your life as it is right now, and maybe you add a habit or two that will make your life better, right? That can help you with the coaching and sort of improve your life on a 10-year long-term basis. Why do you need to improve right the fuck now today? Why can't you just wait maybe another month or two so that you can implement that habit correctly before you see results, right? Because my coaching is barely like, we work together for 2 months, sometimes up to 3 to 4 months, it depends, right? And in that period of time, you will get some result, but it doesn't guarantee that you get results the first day. And that's the question to ask. Why do you need the answer right now, right? So that's one question to ask. The second question to ask is, well, you have some answers within yourself already, right, for certain things. Why can't you trust your own answers, right? I believe the problem isn't in having the answer. I believe the problem is not in finding the right answer. The problem is in needing the answer right now, number one. And the second problem is in not having self-trust in your own answers. Not having self-trust in your own ability to generate answers. Right? Think about that. Do you trust your own abilities to generate the answers for your life? Do you trust your own abilities that when you ask a question to yourself that you can answer it? Do you believe that? Because if you don't believe that, then that has a lot to do with self-confidence, maybe your own self-esteem and your own ability to achieve things, your own ability to, you set a goal and you achieve it, sort of thing, right? If you don't have that confidence, of course, you will be lacking that self-trust. So right from the start, the problem isn't even finding the answer. Can you see that? That's the problem. And also, perfectionism is the problem as well, right? You want to find the perfect answer as well. Why is that? Why can't you just choose an answer? Maybe that's not the best answer, right? But you go along with it, and if you make mistakes, then you can you can ask a different question and generate a new answer, and you go in a different direction. And if that different direction doesn't work, then you ask a new question, you generate a new answer, and you go in a different direction, right? And yes, if you find a coach, the coach can help you find that answer within yourself more quickly, and in a more efficient way. That's what I can do, but I cannot give you the answer. Simple as that, right? Who am I to tell you what you want to do with your life? Who am I to tell you what's the best self-development practice ever on earth so that you become enlightened? Who am I to tell you that? Who am I to tell you what is the best financial decision for your life? To buy a house or not buy a house, or to start a business or not start a business? Who the fuck am I to tell you that? It's your life. It's your life, it's your choices. What am I gonna do with this? What am I gonna choose, right? I cannot choose for you. You gotta choose for yourself. Because the problem is, people are looking for answers to their problems before they even try it out themselves, right? Actually, sometimes it's fine to want to seek out the answers, so you avoid making mistakes along the way that you shouldn't need to make, right? So, for example, if you want to start a consulting, coaching business, whatever, it's good to hear how other people have done it. It's good to hear like how someone who's a millionaire already has done it, so you don't make the same mistakes. That's actually a smart thing to do. But there are certain things where you shouldn't need to seek out the answer, right? You should be able to find this answer within yourself. So things like, so a question like, what should I do with my life? That's a question that you ask yourself, you know, if you want to find your life purpose, or if you're in a quarter life crisis, you don't know what you want to do next, right? You ask this question, what do I want to do with my life? And you cannot find this answer in a book. The book can help you, maybe sort of give you signposts as to where you can find that answer, where you can find that thing that you want to do, but it should never tell you what that thing is. So how do you develop self-trust, right? I said that was the biggest sort of issue, one of the biggest issues with that. How do you develop self-trust in your own answer or in your own ability to generate answers? Simple. You have to start with having that question in mind that you want to ask, and you generate an answer. Okay, so you ask, okay, well, what do I want to do with my life? Well, maybe I want to do this. Maybe it has to do with psychology. Maybe it has to do with helping people. Okay, go along with that answer, continue on. Okay, how about helping other people that I want to do? I'm not sure, but you know, I always sort of looked at I guess coaching was kind of an interesting idea, or becoming a psychologist. But I really like the psychology field. I feel like the psychology field, there's so much to it, and that's the direction maybe I want to go. Then maybe that's it, right? One of my clients that I talked to a while ago, his name is Bruno. Shout out to you, Bruno. Thank you for letting me use your testimonial in my emails and everything. So Bruno, he wanted to sort of be a psychologist, but he wasn't sure at first, which is why he booked a free consultation call with me. And he was like, yeah, you know what? I kind of want to be a psychologist, but I don't know. I don't feel motivated. I feel like I'm kind of lost and confused. Maybe that's not the thing I want to do, right? And actually, it turns out that this was the thing he wanted. That he wanted to go in that direction, from what I've heard from him, and he just wasn't listening to that. And maybe it was lacking sort of that self-trust to believe that that was the thing he wanted. But it was the thing that he wanted from the beginning. And so you just gotta trust that answer sometimes. Trust your gut. Trust what your heart is telling you. And you'll go further in life. So here's what you do. You ask yourself a question, right? Whatever the question is, so how do I find my purpose in life? And then just ask that follow-up question to yourself. Well, what do I think is the right answer? How do I think I should do it? Just ask yourself that and be like, well, what do I think? Or what do I think about this? Instead of trying to think to find the answer in other people, just try that. And go along with it. Try it out for a day. Try it out for a week. See if that works. If that doesn't work, then seek out the answer. So this is how you find your answers to things. And if you're struggling with finding that answer, you need some guidance as to how to find that answer within yourself, you can book a free consultation call with me, link in the description below. If you enjoyed this video about how you already know the answers to things, then you're going to love this video here about the signs of quarter life crisis. So I'll see you there. Going through a quarter life crisis is kind of like Inception. You don't really know that you're going through one until it kind of sneaks up on you from behind, right? So here are clear signs that you're going through